it's time to do the first load in the Caple TDI110 sensor tumble dryer. It's vented dryer 2 and load of bedding. It's been my first full-size dryer as a temporary machine, and you're watching Florence Ballard A3060 on film. So, you might have seen from the video, we've had a slight modification. We've now got a black power cord, which is a bit longer and goes into just one surge protected extension lead. Before I had to do what's called daisy chaining, and I'd never operate something like that where you've got extension lead into extension lead. Some parakeets up there as well. This is outside at the moment, and as you know, that lid is from the Creda 17317D washer dryer. This is what it's replacing, which never ever would have been able to have dried that. This is a 6 kilogram load, this was 3 kilogram load, and yes, this is what the new ones that state 4 kilogram load also are. Now it's got to be cleaned off as all, like some trees. Now this one's got a viewing window for one. It's got the famous clothes guard. Ah, I have just figured something out about these paddles. They have got sensors on them. Yeah, it's a bit squeaky, but it's fine. I don't know whether that is... I think that's part of it, you know, because it doesn't look like something's been snapped. Anyway, load of fleece bedding, and I've recently brought some aerial. I'm going to use that on the Hoover 6. And then the other machine that recommends aerial. It's £11, but I got it for £7 with a club card. I won't get 50 out of it, I know I won't. Anyway, so we're going to do this on program 2 cupboard drying, so that it's not bone dry and be put away in the cupboard. So this is not a timer like the one that Charlie had, this is just a selector. It's a 6 kilogram reverse tumble Caple made by White Knight or Crossley, and it will come on with that when the load is drying. It does wobble a little bit because it is on these feet, as the machine is designed for integration. That's why it would have the reduced height worked up under there. Anyway, let's get going. There's no bounce or anything in this little sheet. Just going straight in for it. Let's go. I think Caple are always known for doing integrated brands. I had seen a washing machine, I think it was a washer dryer, that was located nearby as well, but alas, that washer dryer got sold. This lot just came out of the Miele on cotton 60 with the longer spin selected. Look at that. Fitting everything in there and still loads of room. In that dryer, the insert, it would be completely full with no room to tumble. I'm going to select full heat for this because it is a cotton load. Turn it around to program 2, and then for this I have to press this. So it starts off with reverse tumble first. There we go. Enjoy. And that will stop when the load is dry. They're the same door that the compacts use. I know the odd job centre will like watching this. God, that is so satisfying to watch. And in the winter, because this won't put out much fluff at all, on the autumn or when it gets a bit colder, I will accommodate some of the room somehow. That's 2,500 watt heater, and that's the most powerful dryer that I've known so far. More powerful than the insert, that's 2 kilowatt. That's 2.5. Probably just the bearing though. As we're speaking this, I'm uploading the video of the pickup on this. Who's that? It's so quiet as well.
how hot that's gotten. It's starting to warm up a bit.
I love the fact it does that with a...
Yeah, it seems quite cold coming out of that. It's definitely using a lot. So it turns out, it seems the heater works, but it just heats up really slow into the drum. Maybe it's got a different way of it going in. Hearing that stuff in the background, we've got a storm here. So I've just covered it with a towel and everything, sort of, yeah. I was going to bring it into my bedroom, but it's now like the dryer's getting hot. Even though like that, it balls up for a bit and then it untangles itself. It's nice that everything has a fair chance to move around now. Quite therapeutic to watch though. See, I'm tangled that. Nice. It's definitely warm.
so too. Good tumbling there, nice speed as well.
I'm trying to catch it doing the reverse tumble.
But it's got all the sensors in the paddles. It's got a magnetic strip around the drum. I expect to see lightning in a second. It's hot getting floods. Only reverses for about 11 seconds, and the fan doesn't blow out any air during that. It also disables the heater.
So that's nice now. I've had like all different kinds of appliances. I think it's getting towards the end.
It does make a nice sound on this. It's so quiet. Actually, I had the door closed. I couldn't even hear it at all.
With these plastic doors, a lot of the heat is lost out of them, but it still gets warm up inside. It's raining from non-stop. Definitely can hear it just like little. Okay. But it looks a lot drier than when it first went in, so we'll see how it gets on.
So we're finished. This thing has an auto anti-crease as well, so it tumbles back and forth now and again. Let's have a look, shall we? Okay. Sheet. Definitely dry. But it's cupboard dry, so there will be a tiny bit of dampness to this. Because it's not designed, I haven't done it so it dries it completely. Right, let's actually, so I don't get anything wet, let's go check this inside. Okay, let's give this a go. Right, so, just taking this load out of the dryer. Let's check, oh, something on eBay. Okay, so overall, so I know this bedding is quite hard to dry sometimes, but apart from the little tiny bit of dampness there isn't anything else. And it's not even that damp, it's what you'd expect for cupboard dry. I mean, cupboard dry is often the most dry setting on most machines, but this has extra dry, so if I'd done it on that, it would have done that, but then I feel it would have over dried everything else maybe. So I'm impressed with that. That's better than any dryer I've had so far. I mean, it's actually really nice and fluffy for the first time, because I've never really felt that in this, like with anything. Even the Indesit over dry stuff, because it can't dry every other bit, but it only dries what is tumbling basically. The sheet is just perfect. What really will be good for this is a load of towels. But I will try and see if we can accommodate the dryer in here at some point. I am going to start looking to move this room around a bit, and then we can just, because there was literally no fluff coming out everywhere. The hose is like sealed onto the machine, so there's no detachable bit. Like that. Thoroughly impressed with that. I think we've got a good dryer though. Well guys, that's the new tumble dryer to the well, not collection, but it's just in for the long run really. It's a temporary machine, but it's not going to be sold off for 2 weeks. I'm keeping this until I move, and then I'll probably sell it on. It's a fantastic machine. It did that load really well. However, I'm yet to test it with other loads. Can't wait to do a load of towels. And look at that, neatly connects there. It doesn't blow it out the front like the Indesit does. And then just, there was a lot more earlier, but I cleaned it out. Look at that. I'll always love the way White Knight do their filters. This doesn't have the clip one, but this is a proper sensor dryer, so I wasn't actually expecting that when I got it. I thought it was going to be a timer one, but it's really good. Made by White Knight, so very familiar with it. There'll be plenty more videos of this. It's got up to 8 programs, including a 30-minute airing, but we'll do loads of stuff in it, and I'm just going to try and keep it for as long as possible. I might look at getting a, well maybe not, that lid is fine at the moment. Yeah, it'll be fine, nothing else. It's basically like a Phillips Crossley design, it is by White Knight. But yeah, we use as a freestanding one as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and we'll definitely do something else, maybe some white clothes in there we can see better, and hopefully we don't have much rain. As for the Indesit, one more video out here with the door open, and that'll be cleaned up and sold off. Hopefully someone around there will take it, and I can get rid of this table thing, because that's starting to buckle from the rain, as you can see down there. Look at the floor. That'll do something really good. It's working perfectly, so yeah. And then I've got the air dryer inside to finish doing a video on that. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.